We ain't done
I
yet.
needed to stand up. I'll stand up behind you. Nancy.
No, it's not that. Hold on one second. I like what she's done here. However, unless she gets these ends into this, your wave is disconnected. So there's no place for the eye to follow on that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty here, it's pretty here, it's pretty here, and then the wave's going the wrong way.
That's right.
Okay? So if I was judging it, I'd be like looking at it and then I'd go, well, you know, I would, if it would have been me and that happened in a competition, I would have like gotten rid of it only because it was going the wrong way. I'm just saying, if it were me in a competition. So when you do this, make sure that when you're in this part of the head, that if you're going to use this front corner down like that, that you put your roller in here so that your wave is continuous of how it's going. Do you see what I'm saying? You're going to have to come in and make sure that that wave, you need to set that outside corner piece with your piece that's here. Okay, that's the only thing I have to say about that, okay? Then you get here. Yeah, it's a little messy, but make it look, again, like I showed Van. Just come in, add a few pieces on the top, and spread them down to where they look as if it blew through.
Okay.
This is too wide. This is too high. So make it smaller because you're getting it too big in certain places. This eye, bring it together so that it looks like I have a client that wears a bob just like this. She has her ear cut out, this whole side's like that, and her top's spiky. It's wearable, she wears it every day, okay? So I like the thought that this sticks out in front even, like how that curl just kind of stuck out a little. I kind of like that. However, you don't want to get where you can see from the front this piece. You can have the curl in there, just make sure it comes down to the head right in there, okay? Because when you're looking at it from here, you're losing the line. And it's making it square across the top or a straight line. So just right in there, and you can pin that down straight with hairspray and leave it in there. I like the idea of the bob. I just, like I said, if you're gonna do this, that's fine. And it's still kind of vintage, but you need to make sure that you get, you know, this all connected together as a wave, and then this, just kind of like that, how that kind of just fell in there like that.
Okay.
Because, let me use this first. And then give me this. But you just need to get that to follow the movement a little bit. It's just, as long as it follows the movement and it's not doing anything too, it just needs, like, you need to follow that.
Okay.
I mean, it needs to be, and then this should come to the base.
Okay.
This should be fuller, this should come a little bit more, and then this should be flatter.
Okay.
From the front.
Sorry, what did you say about this one?
This one's fine.
Okay.
This one should be less than the stair steps. Remember we talked about that. But you got to get this wave to look like a wave.
Yeah. It's just
So refix that. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
But I do. Here's another problem.
What question?
Yeah.
Just when I'm looking at it face. Love the big huge waves, like on that side panel. If it was tighter, would it give a better balance? Like if
On
it's
this side?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it'll give a better balance.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just like when you look at it
This
this
should
way.
be
Oh,
higher.
right. There we go.
up here,
Got it.
so that
Which
it
one of
balances.
the two styles that you did is this?
Well, she's got part of the bob.
Okay.
The bang is still cut the same way. It's just blow dried a little different. She does the texture right. She still has the texture, but she did the opposite side curls. It's opposite. And some of it's opposite. But here's my situation here. Even though you have it up, you've got way more than 20% up, and I'm going to explain why. This is up too high.
Yes.
As I told you before.
I wondered.
And these curls, it needs to be to the shoulder before you start to give it a long hair look. Now it's on a diagonal.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? You cannot tuck that up that high and get away with it. Remember Joachim's in the class?
Yep.
It was too much up. So you have to be careful. They nailed France on it because France had blow dried all their curls straight out from the head with a diffuser.
Okay.
And even though it was down, they said that whole bottom was up.
Okay.
So you got to bring it down to the shoulder because it says it has to be to the shoulders. It can be any length, but it still has to be to the shoulders. So think about that being said that way.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, So if this is to the shoulder, does it matter how high this is?
I wouldn't do it too high because then it looks like
Okay.
you have more.
So just it, so.
You don't want it, the bob part up much.
Okay, so just like how you.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Just I would pull this down like in the front even more, so
Okay.
that it was a longer version of what you're trying to do.
Okay.
The
Then that
higher
way you
part,
can
how
leave-
about right at the hairline?
Yeah.
Like that would probably be
Yeah, exactly.
as high as you would go with.
I would only go to the hairline when
Yeah.
with the ends pinned in there.
Okay.
So just when you redo it, to really try to get that at the right level. When I did
But
it
I
over there and I
followed
pulled
this
it all
one.
down, yeah, you
So-
still want to go diagonal.
So is that my point there, the length that I
I
want to
would,
keep?
I would
Or just-
honestly,
I just need to know where that point is.
if I was gonna do it, I would take my ends.
Okay. Just so I know where the point
Your matted part needs to come down.
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then when you go to wrap this,
See, now that's not a straight, hey?
right.
Okay.
Like, I
So
was
my
wondering
point
if
would
this
be here.
was
I just want to put a
straight.
mark on my
As long as she
mannequin.
keeps this here
Yeah.
and she gets this back in here more.
Perfect.
And then she gets a little curly texture to
Okay.
balance it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't have to. It's just like right in here. It needs
Yes.
to not have such a too much disconnection.
Too much gap.
Wide, then wide again is not a straight line. So
Yes.
as long as
Okay.
she does it right.
So is my longest point about here?
About where it is right now, actually.
Okay. Just
Like that.
because I'm going to mark it on
Yeah,
my napkin.
yeah.
that's all.
About like where it is right now.
Okay.
So when you sweep it around, it sits right on the. That way, it's still long hair down. If you go any shorter than that, it won't be long hair down. That's why I was saying that mannequin was too short yesterday when I did it, but I already had it, so I wanted to show the idea. And that's why with yours yesterday when you were bobbing it under, I just don't want anybody getting any trouble for anything and then say, oh, you got too much up. Because even though it's pinned under and it's still down, to them, that's still, if it's too high, it might be considered up. So you don't know. I want you, yeah, like that. Just make it. And then, yeah, now and then when you fix your wave, that'll be really pretty. Yeah.
So is this the right amount of distance out here?
Yeah, but you know what I would do if this is what I'm going to do? I would cut this a little shorter.
Okay.
Because you've got this length. Do you see what I'm saying? I would
Yeah.
cut these ends off a little shorter so
Okay.
that when you go to stand it up, it'll stay up. It's a
Yeah.
little too,
It was too floppy for
yeah.
me?
So I would, yeah. And then when you come in and fill this out a little bit. And that keeps it from being square as long as you get this high, low, all the way down.
High, middle.
Yep, all the way down. Just step down like you're walking down the steps. Then the form's good when you do that.
Okay.